Miss Kenya Moore Kim, who went over to Tamron Hall and finally opening it up about her firation from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Because am I mistaken? But didn't she kind of lie and say that she wasn't fired? That she didn't not only the firation, but that she also did not share sexually explicit photos of Brittany Edie. Well, now she over here on Tamron Hall saying something completely different. And the one thing I will say about this, well, I had to watch clips because first of all, Tamron Hall's show don't end up on any of the channels, so I can't watch a full episode. And then when I do watch it, and you know what? I live for you, Tamron, because you're my Virgo sister. However, comma, the thing that irritates me about Tamron, she don't shut the fuck up long enough to let people get a sentence in. That's the only thing that irritates me about her. Like, she always be cutting people off when she talk. Sis, I need you to listen, absorb, take it all in before you be trying to cut in and say what you gotta say. Let Kenya let Kenya hang herself, which quiet as it's kept. When I watched this clip, she pretty much hung herself. Because I was with you until you started playing the blame game, where she was just like, yeah, I'm sorry for what I did, but my kid was dead, and then started out, okay, now this heifer out here trying to get a Razzie with the crocodile tears. But before I start going in further, let me bring up the clip, courtesy of the Twitter, so we can watch as a family what Miss Kenya Moore Haircare had to say. Please.
Simply, I mind my business, and I don't start anything. I respond. So during this taping, the young lady escalated it to the point of tearing off mics, screaming all kind of obscenities at me, and threatening me. I felt threatened.
So let me pause here because I have to be fair to this person, Brittany Edie. She has nothing on her Instagram about this. I've never met her.
It's been deleted.
There's nothing on her Instagram about this.
Yes.
We reached out. She did not respond to her. And I actually don't want to litigate her actions because I do believe people don't get to respond to pick how you respond.
They do not get to choose how you respond.
But you have to be accountable for how you respond.
100%.
So whatever, which I have no tape of, I don't know what happened. You've explained to the audience that there was some escalation and some things that went on there. But going to your reaction to it, so you're alleging this thing happened between you, the two of us. You think her behavior or alleged behavior was because she wanted to make a name for herself on the show. Okay, I don't know any of that.
Right.
Take me to the salon, because I'm all proud because you have a new salon. You're opening this new business, and no one is talking about you opening their business. They are reports that you had.
It overshadowed it.
You overshadowed it. Yes. This is what happened. They are saying you had these pictures of her.
Yes. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So from that night where all of this stuff happened and there were threats in my direction, and I felt very concerned. I told the producers, I'm concerned, I'm scared, and I kind of feel like they said, "Oh, we'll take care of it." And it didn't feel like it was taken care of. They actually made me feel like I was being like a black Karen. Like, here Kenya goes again. Nothing really happened. They were joking or something. I don't take threats or the way that I felt. You can't invalidate my feelings. And it was a real concern.
Well, hold on, because we got the rest of the clip. It's like, wait, what happened? Let me minimize.
Validate my feelings. And it was a real concern for me. I'm a single mom with a beautiful child that if anything happened to me, no one would be there for her.
So you felt threatened by some actions that happened?
Yes. And she repeatedly said, or it was said that you don't know who I am. So I didn't feel like I was being protected, and I took matters into my own hands.
What did you do?
I did my research on her. I found a lot of information, especially in the explicit world, with a few clicks, with people helping me. I didn't get things sent to me, photos or videos that I did see, allegedly that were her. And I said, okay, if no one else is going to step up for me and protect me, I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to tell everyone what I found out about her. It's a receipt. And before I joined Housewives of any franchise, 5 years in, we made up the term receipts, right?
Yeah.
If you find dirt on someone or somebody is messing with you, you come back with what? A receipt. I found a valid receipt found on the internet.
So you knew that Bravo was recording your
Yes, it was
salon.
during a taping. Everyone signed waivers. It was during a taping. I didn't stand out on the corner, posting anything. It was during a taping. And we know, even with nudity that has happened on the show, they blur things out. So at the end of the day, I knew that they would likely blur it out because whatever it was that I found, they didn't like the receipt. It was explicit. And they didn't like, I found a lot, but I only showed one.
Okay, so at the salon, you have these images up that you say you found on your own.
I pulled them out at some point.
So they were up. At some point, you pulled them out.
That was one part of it, yes.
But they're up.
Yes.
Okay. And so you assume that they would be blurred out when this aired.
Of course they would. They can't show
because nudity. They can't show this.
Yes.
Were you building a moment? I mean, I know you said the other person was trying to make a name for themselves, allegedly. Mm-hmm. Were you trying to have a Kenya moment doing this and it backfired?
I don't think that it's a Kenya moment. I live my truth. You're
the shade assassin.
I'm the shade assassin, but my moment is my life. Right. You know what I mean?
Damn, I was trying to find that other clip with her up in here. Crocodile tears or whatever the case is. I think I might have found it. Hold on. Yeah, I found it. Hold on, because this is the clip. Because I was like, let's get to the crocodile tears.
And I believe the photos were very distasteful, and I elevated the situation. I've elevated situations before, and I've taken full accountability for the things that I've done. I am sorry for what I've done. I didn't have to take it that far. But when I felt threatened, I've never had a child and be in a situation like this before. So that's why I escalated it to the point where I was protecting not only myself, but my child.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, and also, hold on, because Kenya jumped in the comments. She was like conveniently leaving out where I said the RP allegations were a lie. So, but of course, girl, you already know that the neighborhood talk is going to spin their own narrative in regards of what the tea is in regards to that. But you want to know something? It was good that she did take a little bit of accountability for the things that she did. But to be honest, look, I like Kenya. She should have been 110% truthful because here's the thing in the beginning. Now, this is where, she want to talk about receipts. Let's look at the receipt. So she did say on June 14th, while she was filming the 16th season, she denied any allegations of wrongdoing and posted on the Twitter, and I quote, "I would never engage in revenge porn. I have never distributed private images or footage of anyone, nor solicited images owned by others to use to threaten or blackmail. I have always been vindicated. I can't talk about story or even with people planning fake news. Hashtag Sweet 16. So sis, how you gonna say that in June? And then 5 months later, get your ass up on Tamron Hall show and say something completely different. She then said in her Instagram story, believe nothing of what you hear and half of what you see. The truth always comes to light. Well, 5 months later, the truth came out. The show ain't even aired yet, but you came up with your truth, and now you sit up here saying that, yeah, all the things that were leaked by people who apparently got the tea. Shout out to B. Scott, because she was one of them that had the tea and posted on her page. It's basically all the things you just said on Tamron Hall that you admitted to was pretty much in the reports. So everything you said, I wasn't surprised. I'm glad that you actually owned up to it and you said that you are sorry for that video, the post and everything coming out. Because here's the thing, when you think it in the context of like a soap opera, and that is what The Housewives is. The Housewives is our modern day reality TV soap opera, just with no script. Unlike when you watch General Hospital and all them other shows with Saba, I heard word on the curb is General Hospital might be on the verge of being canceled. We're going to have to talk about that at another time. But getting back to this, I'm not surprised that Kenya Moore Head Care is out here now groveling, because I'm not saying she broke, but I do feel like she does miss that reality TV money. I believe she was getting paid over $1 million over there at the Housewives. And that's good. That's a good amount of coin that you bring in, especially if you're doing a Real Housewives and you live in Atlanta. So she was, doing what needed to be done on that. I do like the thing about Kenya Moore is this is what I hate about TV in general. When it comes to certain situations, y'all will prop people up because y'all live for the shade and all the other stuff. And Kenya has been someone who was a shade assassin, which she was right about, which is first season, you came up in there, Gone with the Wind Fabulous, twirling around, and it was skill. Then during the reunion, you popped out your fan and you were, flopping it around, doing all the stuff. It was a cackle because, shout out to the boy, the femme queens that like to flop their fans. That is old, that's what we do in the homosexual community. So that was cute too. Then you came out the next season with the scepter, which of course you started to trigger something in Miss Portia, and she had to drag your ass across that damn stage during the reunion. So I get that part too. Now you coming with this that okay, so what's the next level thing that I need to do? Oh, I'm gonna just show your coochie and everything all over, at my hair care situation, my salon. Have everybody gagging and clutching their pearls. I know everybody want to sit up here. Oh my God, I can't believe it. That's so gross. To me, that would have been iconic TV. Because, when I'm thinking about drama and what these type of shows bring, I would have been cackling over that. But that is revenge porn in so many ways. And to me, looking at it is that I'm glad she finally she owned up to it. But what the people said in the comments. So some people over there say it has always been a Karen, and finally justice for Kim Fields. First of all, Kim Fields should have never done the Housewives of Atlanta. She was not a good fit for that. Child, not Elgin. Charles up in the comments. That's Jack Hay ex-husband. Said, how was she protecting her daughter by showing explicit photos of a fellow housewife in a public setting? Yeah, that didn't make no sense to me. I'm still trying to understand, like, what danger was your kid in that you did that? And that's what made me kind of not feel like, okay, Kenya, you came up in there trying to run game on Tamron. And like I said, with us Virgos, we saw it through the BS, and she saw it through your ass when you got up on that stage. So Tamron clocked you a couple of times when you was up there. But I do agree with Elgin. It's like, what they got to do with Brooklyn? What did she do to Brooklyn that you felt the need that it was so extreme of how Miss Brittany was treating you that you had to show her entire coochie or whatever the picture was all at your salon? Sidebar, is the salon still around or was that a storyline for the show? Inquiring minds want to know. Ooh, I'm a poet and I know it. Another person said, I hate when Kenya shows this side of her, the side where she pokes and pokes and pokes, gets a reaction, then victimizes herself. Kenya, just stop using Brooklyn for sympathy. No one's doing anything to you to that extent. I'm trying to find the one with Kenya in the comments. Because I see it on the website, but it's just like it's hard to find it because like I'm looking for it on in the regular thing, but it's hard to find like her actual comment because I can see it literally on the wall. Let me see if I can pull it up over here and see what the people were saying about her in the comments. Oh, so let's see. Okay, so somebody said you lucky she didn't sue you, girl. Oh, this is like a day ago, so I probably got to scroll all the way down to try to find it. But that's neither here nor there. If y'all care enough, y'all can go over there and look at the situation over on the Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to them for this story. And so yeah, I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Are y'all buying what Miss Kenya Moore hair care is out here selling? Or do you feel like she's full of SHIT? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments down below.